Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel AI Explorer. I'm Soumya and today we are diving into the fascinating world of generative AI. But before we jump into the depths of generative AI, make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest developments in AI and technology. So now we'll directly go here to our Azure portal. So what you have to do, just be here, give a search with portal.azure and then use cloud platform, which is Azure. Okay. What we are going to do today, we are going to get started with Azure Open AI service. So to create a Azure Open AI service, we we should have a subscription over this Microsoft Azure cloud platform. Okay, so I will do one thing. I will upload a separate video that how to subscribe for this Azure cloud platform. So for now, today we are going to just create this resource, which is OpenAI. So what you have to do, you will click here. This is a create resource. Here you will search for OpenAI. Okay, so while clicking this Azure OpenAI, you will see here this is a resource and just click once again. And here this blue button which will help us to create this Azure OpenAI resource. Just click over here. So basically Azure OpenAI service which brings the generative AI models developed by OpenAI to the Azure platform. Okay, so enabling you to develop powerful AI solutions that benefits from the security, scalability, and integration of services provided by the Azure cloud platform. So you will learn how to get started with Azure OpenAI by provisioning the services as an Azure resource and using Azure OpenAI Studio to deploy and explore open AI models. So what you have to do first, you have to select this subscription, then you will select the resource group and you will select the reason, name, pricing tier. So let's do one by one. Okay. So I have created lot of resource groups. So I'm going to select this one, which is my OI service. And I'm creating this resource in this East US region. It's up to you which region you want to select. If I'll open this drop down menu, so you can see there are many regions. Okay. So take up to your choice. Then you will name this resource. So let's say my first open AI, and then you have to select the pricing tier. I'm selecting the standard as note. Okay, and then I will just click on next and my Azure OpenAI service would be ready. But when you are going to create this Azure OpenAI service first time, it will request access that fill up this form if you want to use Azure OpenAI service. So you have to fill up this request access form to use this as your OpenAI service. So there are some sort of questions. What you have to do, you just fill up these questions with answers and then submit this form. And then within one day or maybe within some hours, you will get the access to just create this Azure OpenAI service. So don't forget, before creating the resource, which is Azure OpenAI, just go with this request access. Okay. So while creating this Azure OpenAI, here you will find that link. I have already filled up that request access form. So that's why I'm not getting this option here. Okay. Now let's move. I'll do one more thing. I'll put the link to sign up for a new free Azure subscription in the description box, and I'll also mention this request access form in the description, so you will not lag anywhere. Now, moving ahead. So, as I told you that this is the way to create the Azure OpenAI service. You will select the subscription, you will select the resource group, reason, name, pricing tier, and all. Okay, and then just you will click on next, and then you will click on create, and then this resource would be ready. See, clicking on the next, and then it will create it. Okay, I was not supposed to create it, but anyways, it has been created. Now, what we have to do, I you will see here on the home page. So here from these three lines, you will see when you will click on this home page, you will end up here. And then you will see your resource would be here or your resource group, which you have recently created. You can directly see them here. Okay. Now I'll do one thing. I'll go with OpenAI resource which we created. Now what you have to do, you will click here to see the things or on this resource, what we have to do, this Azure OpenAI actually provides a web-based portal which is named Azure OpenAI Studio. Okay, so which we can use to deploy, manage, and explore models. So here you will start your exploration of Azure OpenAI by using Azure OpenAI Studio to deploy a model. So let's see that. Let's jump into it. I have clicked on this Go to Azure OpenAI Studio. Now, what you have to do, it will not take much time, but here you can see on this Azure AI Studio, what you will see here, there is a chat playground which is we are using for text generation. There is completion playground, again this is for text generation. Here we can also do summarization, content generation, and classification. Then there is a delay playground where we can generate unique images just by writing our prompts in the description, and we can also work with our own data, and then we can ask some prompts based on our data. Okay, I'll tell you one by one these all things. So first of all, while working with this Azure OpenAI Studio, what you have to do, you have to click on this deployments. Okay, on this overview page you will find this under management, this deployments. So what you have to do, go here and then just click on this create new deployment. Okay, after clicking on it, you will see there are some model. If you will drag, if you will just open your drop down, so you will see some models are there: GPT-35 Turbo, GPT-35 Turbo 16K, text embedding ADA 002. So what you will do, you will just go with the basic one, which is GPT-35 model. Okay, for now it's given one instruction to me that no quota is available for this deployment because I have already created so many models. I'm just letting you know that what you have to do. So then what you have to do, you have to select these any one option, like auto update to default, or there are many. Now, so sorry. Now, what you have to do after selecting the model, let's say you have selected this turbo, and then you will give it a name. For an example, my GPT model. Okay, and then you will just click on this create, and this model will be created, because without this model we will not be able to use any playground, either chat or completions or dialog. Okay, so before you start working with these playgrounds, we have to deploy the model. So remember this point. Now I'll do cancel, and now I'm jumping to the, let's start with the completions. Okay, so playgrounds are, you can say, they are very useful interfaces in Azure OpenAI Studio that you can use to experiment with your deployed models without needing to develop your own client applications. So in this Azure OpenAI Studio, here in the left pane you can see under the playground there is a completion. Okay, so on the completion page, make sure that you are going to select your deployment first. Okay, so there are two models which I've already created. For an example, for now I'm creating this text turbo, and then you will load an example that what do you want from this drop down. For an example, you want to summarize issue resolution from conversation, or summarize an article, generate product name idea, generate an email, classify text, generate a quiz. So there are so many examples already there on this completion playground. For an example, let's go with the generative a quiz. Okay, so it has given a sample to us, like generate a multiple choice quiz from the text below. Quiz should contain at least 5 questions. Each answer choice should be on a separate line with the blank line separating each question. Okay, so this is a text on which it is going to create 5 questions. Okay, so one question it's given. Now, what we have to do, we have to click on this generate. Okay, so here you can see it has used 222 triple two tokens for now. Let's click on this generate and let's see the result here. So you can see that it has created. See, first question was already there, but after that, what it did, it created 4 more questions. That what is the radius of a neutron star, or what is the mass of a neutron star, or how are neutron stars formed, what is the density of a neutron star. It's interesting, right, guys? Okay, now If you want to regenerate the response, like for an example, you didn't like these questions, so what you can do, you just click on this regenerate. Okay, so it will regenerate the questions for you, those 5 questions. Now here, if you will see here, whatever is being done by this completion playground using this generate or regenerate button, here we can see these all things in the view code. Okay, that whatever is happening here, like what resources, what services you have imported, and what are the keys, and what is the versions and base, and then what was the prompt. Okay, and then how many maximum tokens you can use here, what is the temperature value, what is the frequency penalty and all, and the endpoint and key is also given here. Now, so this was like that, how you can just go with and see that how many things we can do with this completion playground. If I'll take you one more, if I do one more example in front of you, for an example, generate an email. Okay, I'm clicking over it, and then see, write a product launch email for new AI powered headphones that are priced at this and available at Best Buy. So, and for an example, Target and Amazon.com. So, here the target audience is tech savvy music lovers, and the tone is friendly and exciting. So, what should be the subject line of the email? What should be the body of the email? So, when I'll click on this generate, it will start generating the email. One more thing I want to add here, that is that we can modify the email text which is given by this by default, which is already uploaded here. What we have to do, for an example, I want to change it to 79 to $49. So, and then if I start generating the text, and let's see, write at least 100 words. So you can see this green color text, so it is generating the email based on the input. Okay, now if you want to change the parameters, in the right side you can see there are some parameters, for example, temperature. So do exploration with it. You can see the temperature value is 0 to 1. So see the changes while doing it, and observe it, and whatever you are observing by doing change by changing the value of temperature, let me know that what you observed in the comment box. Okay, and then here you have said that the maximum token should be 350. You want to increase it, so you can do it. So up to 4,000 tokens you can generate from here. Okay. Now I'll take it back to 350, or you can just write here that you want till 350. Okay. That was about the completion playground. Now let me tell you again that chat playground. I have already told these 3 playgrounds in my previous video, but once again, this chat playground. So, chat playground is like that we want to ask something as we are doing with our chat GPT. So, this is same. Okay, for an example, you want to roam outside. For an example, I want to visit Delhi. Please suggest some visiting places, and let's see what answer we are going to get. So, see, we are getting the answer. Okay. So, what is happening here in the chat session, that whatever it's there, it's already been given a message to it, that is, you are an AI assistant that helps people find information. Okay. So, this information is already there in the assistant setup. So, based on that, whatever the data has been fed to it, we are getting the responses. Okay. Now, here, this is your assistant setup. So first, let's get familiar with this chat playground. This is your assistant setup. Second is your chat session, and third is your configuration. Okay, so you can also, if you want, for an example, if you don't want to see your parameters, so you will just untick it and save it. So you will not be able to see that in the right side. And for an example, if you don't want to see this assistant setup also, so just untick it and then save it. Okay, then you will be able to see this chat session. This is by default there, we can't change its setting, but we can drag and drop, like if you want to take this downside, or then the parameter you want on the top, then that shuffling you can do. Okay, now I'm clicking on those three once again, and then those three all are here. Okay. Now, if I want to ask one more question from my chat session, that is, what different types of artificial intelligence? And let's see. See, we are getting it like it's narrow AI and general AI, machine learning, deep learning. So it is going to give us the response. Okay. Now, let's say that if I'll mm, mm, if I want to change something in the assistant setup. For an example, if I'll say that mm, the system is an AI teacher that helps people learn about AI. Okay. And then what you have to do, you have to save these changes. Okay. Just save it. And then now you will ask some questions, some more questions. Let me ask the same question once again. That was, what are different types of artificial intelligence? And let's see. So again, we are getting the same kind of responses. Before, if before also he was a AI assistant, now also it's an AI teacher. So it is also giving us the same response. Now, for an example, if I want to say that you are a Python developer, okay, and then just click on this save changes. After saving the change, you will see here that new chat session started. Let's do one thing. Write a program to multiply two numbers without functions. And let's see. See, it generated the program. See, it has written the code. A simple program that take the input from the users that both are int, and then it initialized that variable, and it has taken a loop and then finally given us the product of the numbers. Okay, see, it's amazing, right? Now you will see, like, if you want to change the parameters here as well. If I'll show you this in the third tab, that is configurations. So in the configuration, in the right side, one more option is there, that is parameters. So if you want to change the responses, like maximum response you want, that is 16,000 or something. So you can change it from here. And then if you want to change the temperature, so as I told you earlier, the temperature value lies from 0 to 1. So you can do the changes and you can also see the changes in the result. Okay. So this is your parameter. Okay. So if I'll say, um, okay, so if you want to do more changes here, for an example, in the assistant setup, you want to select a template like JSON formatter assistant or marketing writing assistant or IRS text chatbot. For an example, you have selected this IRX chat text. Okay, so now see, it is like it has given a system message automatically because the template was already available with it. Okay, so it is saying that you are an IRS chatbot whose primary goal is to help users with filling their tax returns for the 2022 year. Okay, let's do one thing now. It's there now. New chat session started. You can see in the chat session, and I'm asking that can you help me to uh, can you help me to save the text? And let's see what answer we are going to get. And see, we are getting it, guys. So according to you, you can write any type of questions from here. You just need to do the changes, and then You can ask the questions from here. You just need to write the prompt. Okay. Write properly your prompt, and then as per your prompt, you are going to get the answers from this chat session. Okay, that's about the chat playground. Now coming to our Delhi. Now this is one more interesting playground. So here you can do, for an example, you want to create a image. I have created two. You can see here a boy on Vistara flight or a dolphin on swing, or you can also say that a circle is in rectangle. Let's see. It takes 5 seconds or maybe minutes to generate it. So let's wait for it. It will generate it, and we will be able to see this amazing output from this Delhi playground. Okay, let's wait for it for 5 seconds, and then you will be able to see the difference. So, but anyways, I hope the video was informative for you all. Uh, if you like my video, please do like and subscribe also, and also share with your friends who are interested in this latest generative AI field. So please support, guys. I will keep uploading these kind of videos in future, and your support matters a lot for me. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please let me know in the comment that you how did you feel, and even if you explore this platform, just let me know. So it has been created here. You can do much more. Okay, so do try, give it a try. You will definitely get love into it. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye.